Hello friends of YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I was just gonna do a quick little plant tour update. It's been like a month or so, a little bit longer since I posted my last video, so I figured it'd be a good time to do a quick little update. I am on my way to an interview shortly, so I was just trying to find something to do to calm my anxiousness a little bit, so I figured talking about my plants would be a good use of my time. So we're gonna go over everything that is growing. I've gotten a couple of new little guys. We'll go check out the outdoor plants, and then yeah, I think that's it. All right, let's go start up here. I have changed some things, like I said, so give me 1 second. We're gonna turn you around. Okay, so first thing that we're gonna start with is our TV stand here, which is a lot emptier than it was the last time. I moved most of the plants on here off of here just because they didn't seem to be doing the best here. So I don't know if it's like a light situation or whatever it may be, but this little guy seems to be doing okay up here since the last you guys saw him. If there's any suggestions on a better placement for him, or if you think that he's doing great over here, then I would appreciate, just let me know down below. I'm not sure. The only thing that like makes me apprehensive of is if he is okay here is just because the leaves feel like kind of dry, but I don't know if that's just how that grows. But on we move to the front room. Say hello to Nami. Say good morning. Gorgeous girl. All right, now into our front room here, and here we have all of our foliage plants and flowers and all the good stuff. My walking juice seems to be doing better than it was the last time. I've fertilized him since then, so maybe that had something to do with what he needed. I've been playing around with the anthurium. I've been having some issues with him, so if you think this is a good spot for him, I literally just moved him the other day, so I'm not super sure about him. I have my African violets, which, like I said, are constantly blooming, and they are doing pretty much okay. I do think, especially that one in the far back over there, I'm going to be moving soon. Even this one, because they're just growing up and out too far. I just have to get new pots, and that's just a pain in the butt, but I will work on that. So we're going to be moving on. This guy is doing great now that I moved him out here. He's got a new leaf coming up. I think I'm going to be cutting off that yellowish one. I was trying to wait for it to be a little worse off, honestly, because I tried to just like wheedle him out and he didn't want to come out yet, so I'm thinking it's not dead enough. But I do have, some new spikes coming out here and there, so we got new leaves coming in on there, so I think he just needed to be moved into a more sunny area, and so he's doing great. Rosebush is still doing great. I have no issues with him. And then I got this new little foliage plant, which I thought was super cute with the little pink. I love anything with like a little bit of color on it, so these were super cute when I seen this in the store. They only had one though, so I just picked this one up. It was pet safe. I did look into like if it was pet safe or not. I try to do that with all of my plants if I can help it, because Nami likes to chew on some of the plants. She's been pretty good about it though since I moved this guy. This was the one that she absolutely loved eating, and so that's why he's got all these nibs all over it, but doing much better. And then I got this new little one that I think I had, maybe I didn't have it. I don't remember if I had it the last time or not, but doing much better here since I moved it from the front room. And then if there's any suggestions on that, because I do think it's still looking dry even though it is watered well, so maybe it's an overwatering situation. Any suggestions I would appreciate. Orchids are doing beautifully now that I've moved them up here. We have a new leaf here. We have blooms happening. These are my first blooms on these in literally like a year and a half. I've had them. I've been trying to perfect them. They've been taking me forever, but since I've moved them here, all of the orchids are doing great. He's got a new leaf here coming up, and then we have a new leaf on this one coming up, and then we have my Thanksgiving cactuses. There's one, and then I have the other ones actually hanging now. So he's up here, and they've been doing good. And then this is my other succulent, Hello Miss Luna, that I had gotten as well, and I had made the cuttings for the last time, which are actually doing really well. The only thing is I can't seem to get it to flower. So if anybody has any suggestions, I did just recently fertilize it, so I'm wondering if maybe that was it, but I moved it into the window because it said it needed more light. I have been trying to let it dry out more, so any suggestions with that, but I cannot seem to get it to flower. I don't know, it just keeps growing the actual plant part. And then our cat grass is looking a little dry, but Nami's been eating that, so, at least she's had something to keep her occupied. And then we're gonna just head outside, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm not gonna pretend that my yard and my deck and everything is all nice and neat and clean and all that, but we got some new guys out here. Looks like we have some birdies flying around doing their thing, but I got some new Venus flytraps. I just got them yesterday, so I have just been watering them. They've been doing pretty okay since I got them, though. I had them last year and they did really well outside, so I've just been leaving them outside. I'll take them in if it like rains really hard at night or anything like that, but they're pretty sufficient outside. They like the warm, moist weather. You just have to take them in if it gets too cool, especially at nighttime. And then we have some of our herbs growing in here. I believe we have some sort of catnip or something in here, I think. I don't remember, to be honest. And then this was just a bunch of other herbs that we had thrown in there. I also have my pots on the other side of the deck, which are over here. Not doing the best, but you know, we're growing. We got some little guys growing, so I'm hoping that, you know, I don't know what's happening with this one. This one's just not doing anything right now, so we'll have to see. This one's finally got something growing out of it, and then we did plant something in here, but it's not really doing anything. And then we do have that one right there that is doing really, really well. So we're gonna go around down the steps over here, and I know there's a lot of weeds. We didn't do the best with like keeping the weeding out, so I think next year we might do the cardboard thing where you put the cardboard down and then put your soil on top and then plant and see if that works out better. But we do have stuff growing. We have some carrots back there. We have all our herbs and stuff are growing in the little grill there. We have some kale, some spinach growing, some beans. We got some beans. We got some peppers sprouting finally. I think we started a little late in the season as well, so that didn't really help us, but you know, we're trying new things. We're doing it. My tree's doing fantastically. I don't know, it's just growing and growing, so I'm just gonna let it grow. And then we actually planted watermelons literally in like the middle of our yard. Which is whatever, like that's where my daughter wanted to plant them, so we just planted them and they actually are coming up. So we have some little buds coming up here and there, so that's gonna be super cute when they finally come up. And then we'll go and check out and see what's going on up front. All right, alrighty, so now we are out front, and actually everything in this plot is doing really well. I just planted a bunch of pollinator wildflower seeds for the butterflies and the bees and the birds and everything that's around. And then I have my bulbs that I had back there, which, like I said, I've had them since we moved in. They just regrow every year. I have not had any issues with them regrowing. I have one bleeding heart in the back corner over there, and then I also have my chicks and hens, which, like I said, I've also been here this whole time. But everything else in here was just planted. Obviously there's some other like random like native weeds and stuff like that, but like I don't even know if like weeds should be weeds anymore, just because I've been trying to get into this like rewilding thing. So like, I don't know, plants are just plants at this point. They're good for the environment. I know my yard in the front is a mess. We just ordered our new mower blade. Should be here tomorrow, I think. So we'll be putting that on. And I think I just want to maybe do like a pathway through here and then leave some of the brush just for the plants or for the animals and stuff like that. But we'll see if that actually works out. Super excited to see what these guys are going to be turning into. I don't remember everything that was in the pollinator pack, but those are beautiful big plants that are growing. I've been trying to water up here because this side definitely gets more sun than the other side does, so it does tend to get a little drier up here. So I think it's been having a little bit of a struggle in the back area there, but I'm glad to see things growing. My plots are doing fine over here. Like I said, I haven't really done anything new over here. This is just stuff that was here already, other than the couple of bushels, this guy that was planted last year. And then I do also have my Asiatic lilies, which are doing really well, and they come back every year. I've had them for a few years now, and they consistently come back every year. I think that the orange one might actually not be in enough sun, and that might be why it's not growing as high, but I'm working with it. We're trying new things. There's Zero in the door. And then yeah, I'm gonna be mowing this weekend, try and, you know, clean up the front a little bit, do a little bit of things here and there, and yeah, that's really all that's been going on. We haven't done anything super new, just watching everything kind of grow right now. We are just looking forward to our veggies growing. And yeah, hold on one second, I'm gonna turn you guys around. All right, so yeah, we're just finishing up with watching everything grow. I don't think there's really too much more to plant, especially outside. I will obviously probably be getting new plants throughout my time, because I just like picking things up when I see them, especially if I see stuff on sale or on clearance or anything. Like I'm apt to just like buy it, because you know, what's it matter if it's only $3.99 or $2.99 and it's dying and I can save it. But yeah, so that's the garden for right now. Like I said, I'm always open to suggestions or anything at all, because we're very new, especially to doing like our own gardening stuff. So if there's any suggestions for you know, a more optimized way to do the gardening, especially with all the weeds and stuff, like, do the weeds matter? Like, how much do the weeds matter in regards to like, you know, being around the actual vegetables and stuff like that? Is it a huge deal? Like, I don't know. I'm new. We're new. And then as always, if there's anything that you would suggest for like my plants on the inside, most of my stuff is doing pretty well, but if there's anything at all like that you see or notice that I don't notice or see, or anything at all, I would appreciate it. But that is all for today. I am gonna go get ready to head out for this interview. Like I said, I was a little anxious about that, so I just wanted to talk about my plants a little bit, just to take the edge off of that a little bit for me. But I'm gonna go, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you like the video, if you like hanging out with me and listening to me drone on about my plants or anything at all, I probably will be posting like more vloggy stuff in the future, but this is where we're at right now. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and give a thumbs up, and maybe turn on notifications if you want to be notified of new posts. Yeah, that's all. Bye guys.